Hello, myself Deepak Shirbhate. I'm working as a principal of Vikramshila Polytechnic, Darapur, Taluka Dariyapur, District Amravati, Maharashtra State of India. And today I'm going to demonstrate you establishing the electrical connection of desk lamp using Vivity Studio. In my previous video, I have demonstrated you how to create desk lamp without electrical connection. This video is available on the YouTube. You can refer the above link and you can refer this video. This video is a second part of the previous video. So in the previous video we have created the entire desk lamp, only the missing part was the electrical connection. Now in this video we will be adding some more nodes to the sphere, like say time sensor, color interpolator, time sensor and spotlight. We will be creating some more buttons also. There will be two buttons, one for lamp on and one for lamp off, and we will be adding some additional routes also. Previously we have created 4 routes, now we will be adding 8 more routes, so it will become 12 routes. So these things we are going to add the some nodes in the sphere, some nodes in the group for buttons, and some routes that we are going to add. So first of all we will be adding some, say we are making changes in the sphere group actually. So I'm creating one another group and I will be adding time sensor, color interpolator and spotlight in the sphere group. So what I will do is that I will create one another group. I will bring the bulb in the new group, and I will bring the in the new group, and then I will add time sensor. I will add color interpolator. Here we will be adding the color interpolator. To add another, we will require two color interpolator, one time sensor. You just type the spelling or searching the color interpolator. Here it is. Alternatively you can copy it, but I don't know whether it will be working or not. So add the color interpolator, then add another time sensor, bring it below the sphere bulb, and in the last we will be adding light. This will be a spotlight, of course. Initially add the light, then later on change it to spotlight. This will be a spotlight. So this is how we have created the time sensor, color interpolator. Now you can rename this time sensor. I will call it as clock 1. Then this color interpolator can be called as color path 1. The second can be called as color path. This is for easy identification, color path 2. Then this will be clock 2. Time sensor 2 will be clock 2. there is no need to change name of the light. So that's all. Now coordinates of various elements of bulb group will be like this. So bulb group, you have to change the coordinates of y-axis here. The coordinates of the time sensor, clock 1, color interpolator, color path 1 and 2, and time sensor, that is clock 2, and spotlight, it will remain as it is, that is the default coordinates. And for spotlight, the coordinates will be like this. So rotation axis has to be changed, and the snap angle has to be 55.008. There is a small change. So the spotlight the spotlight coordinates needs to be changed, the bulb group coordinates needs to be changed, and rest of the coordinates are the default coordinates. Now we will just assign the coordinates. It is 0.05. These are the bulb group coordinates. Check the scale as uniform. Then make rest of the coordinates as a default coordinates 0, 0, 0. Color path 1, color interpolar 1, color interpolar 2. Then spotlight. The spotlight XYZ translation coordinates are 0, 0, 0, 0 all. Snap is 55.008. And X is -1. I think I have not changed that X as -1, but it needs to be changed. This needs to be changed. Now we will define the elements of the bulb group. The period will be 0.5. You uncheck the loop. Color interpolator key value is 0, 1. I have already pasted the value in one notepad. Just directly copy and paste the value in the field data. Then for color path 1, the values are like this: 0.444110. For color path 2, again key value is 0, 1. Key value means at 0 second and at 1 second what will happen. That is key value. That is key actually. Now here make it 0.5 time sensor. Then spotlight, we will select yellow color. We want the coordinates as 110 for yellow color. 110 is perfect. Now in this particular step we will be creating the buttons and button groups. Make the groups as 0 0 0. Then button group will be under the main group. Try to bring the button group under the main group. Yes. Now create two groups below the button group. First group will be called as button group 1, second group will be called as button group 2. This will be our button group 1. This will be button group 2. Or button 2 group, whatever it may be. Now the coordinates of these we will create the buttons actually. Create cylinder of dimension 0.03, radius 0.01. Bring that cylinder under button group 1. Now you change the coordinates of the button group. Create another cylinder. The height will be 0.03, 0.03. Radius will be 0.01, 0.01. Bring this cylinder under button group 2. Make sure that the coordinates are default, that is 0 0 0. Now you just change the coordinates of the button group. So instead of changing the coordinates of the cylinder, you change the coordinates of the group. That is more convenient and that is only required. Minus 0.02, minus 0.02. Here it will be 0.015, 0.015. Here it will be 0.05. Here it is 0.02, 0.02. Here it will be 0.015, 0.015, and the last Z will be 0.05. That's all. Now you can see that the buttons are at the proper place. Only we have to change the color of the button. Keep one button as red and another button make it of blue color. Cylinder 1 is of red color. Keep it red and make this cylinder as blue color. That's all. Now we will be creating the script and touch sensor for the button. Create touch sensor. Bring it under button group 1. Create script. Bring that script under the button group 1. Add two fields. Two fields will be required. Similarly, create touch sensor for button group 2. Create a script for button group 2. Bring, drag or and bring under the group. This sensor will be called as touch 1. Sensor 2 will be called as touch 2. Then this will be called as code 1. This will be called as code 2. Then we have to change the fields also. This field we will call it as value. Second will be called as that second will be called as set path, set underscore path, set light. Again this will be value field, capital value, and this will be set light, set underscore light. Now here we will be defining the script and touch sensor for the button. I have added is a trigger, touch sensor 2, add trigger, select time clock 2, and automatically it will take the required value. Now edit the script. Paste it. This is the required JavaScript for script code 1. Now we want SF bool, and output only. Access type will be output only. Second is set. Here we want SF time. It is just below SF string. SF time. And here we want access type input only. Similarly, script code 2, field value SF bool. Here we want SF bool output only. SF bool output only. And access type will be output only. input only, correct. And the second is here SF time and input only. Now creating the blank roots, we will require 8 blank roots. Alternatively, you can copy the roots. I don't know whether they will work or not, but for this particular tutorial, I'm creating the roots by the normal procedure. Eight roots will be required. So we have created 8 roots. Initially we were having 4 roots and we have created 8 roots. Now we will define root number 1. It is from clock to color path 1, color interpolator 1. Pick the clock, expand, pick clock 1, then pick color interpolator 1. Color path 1. Then the time sensor fraction change SF float. Fraction changed SF float. SF float. Yes, it is the required root. Now root number 2. Root number 2 is from color path 1 to bulb, means sphere. So select color path 1 first, pick color path 1, to sphere, that is bulb. Select value change SF color, value change SF color, set emissive color SF color. Now the route will be from clock 2 to color path 2. So select clock 2 to color path 2 or color interpolator 2. So select clock 2 and there is color path. Now change time sensor fraction change to SF float. Fraction change to SF float. And set fraction SF float. Set fraction SF float. Now root 4 will be from color path 2 to SF color, means bulb. Select your color path 2 to sphere. value change to SF color. SF color. Then there will be root 5. From touch sensor 1 to script code 1. So pick touch sensor 1. Touch 1 to script code 1. Pick touch 1 to script code 1. The sensor SF time. This will automatically select all the roots properly, all the values properly. Root number 6. Root number 6 is from code 1 to light 1. So select code 1. Then we have to expand this group so as to locate the light 1, which is under the sphere group or bulb group. Rest of the values it will take automatically. There is no need to change anything. Rest of the field it will automatically take. Just you compare this particular root with the image on the left. Then root number 7. This will be from touch sensor 2 to code 2. Touch sensor 2 to code. So locate the touch sensor. Touch 2 to code 2. Touch sensor 2 to script code 2. And this will be the last root, that is root number 8. This will be from code 2 to light 1. Code 2 to light 1. This is perfect. So that's all. We have established all the electrical connection. Now just we need to see the output file. Let us check the output file. Lamp on, this will make lamp off. Again on, off. So thanks for watching my video. In case of any query or clarification, you can contact me on my contact details. You can download the code free. The link is given in the description, and you can check the comments for more links on Vivity Studio tutorials. Thank you.